Here's a fucked up truth no one likes saying out loud. When you're born, it's a handful of smiles, a few balloons, people clapping because it's polite. But when you die, they pack out the church, they cry like they knew your pain, they speak like they stood beside you. Funny how the world shows up when you can't feel a damn thing anymore.
Remember that? The harsh reality sits heavy in my chest, like a gravestone shadow, pressing on my breath. I've had birthdays pass like any other day. No candles, no calls, just silence in the hallway. But I've seen funerals flooded with tears, people acting close who disappeared for years. Where were you when I was barely holding on? When the nights felt endless and the hope felt gone. I was building from nothing with cracked hands, bleeding ambition they didn't understand, smiling through pain just to keep it contained, while they watched from the sidelines praying I break. Now you wanna show love when it's too late to give it. Wanna call me a king, but you never helped me live it. That shit cuts deep. They'll write speeches polished and clean, but couldn't send one message when I couldn't fucking sleep.
They'd rather see you fall than watch you rise, rather see the tears and the fire in your eyes. It's easier to mourn than to stand in the rain, easier to post than to share the pain. There'll be more people at your funeral than never showed up to your birthday. More black suits in the rain and smiles in the sun on your worst days. They'll say we loved him when you can't hear a word they say. But where the hell were they when you were breaking down halfway?
Yeah, remember that?
When you're standing alone in the dark, you're worth more alive than the flowers they leave on your heart.
Yeah. Some people would rather see you on your back than on your feet, building something they lack. They clap when you slip, they whisper when you grind, smile to your face, but hope you fall behind. It's cold out here, I felt it in a handshake. That fake love burns slow like a mistake. They don't hate your failure, they fear your success. Cause when you shine too bright, you expose their mess. I've had nights staring up at the ceiling, asking if my absence would change a fucking feeling. Would they care if I vanished from sight, or just cry loud once and call it a life? I swallow my pride, I swallow my tears, carry my weight for fucking years, while they judge from a distance, counting my flaws, never once asking what pain I saw.
They'd rather see a headline than see you heal, rather hear you gone than ask how you feel. It's a strange kind of love that only shows at the end, but disappears when you need a friend.
There'll be more people at your funeral that never showed up to your birthdays. More tears in a storm than cheers when you carved your own way. They'll say you were strong, but they never helped you be that way. They'll dress in black,
but couldn't sit with you on your great days.
So remember that.
When the room feels empty and tight, you don't need a crowd to prove you survived the fight.
Don't wait for a coffin to give me respect. Don't wait for silence to show I was blessed. If I matter, say it while I breathe. If I'm drowning, don't just fucking leave. Give me my flowers while my heart still beats. Don't trade my struggle for a polished speech. I don't want praise when I'm 6 feet low. I want loyalty now, let it show. So I rise anyway, even if it's just me. Even if the world's blind to the shit they don't see. I won't live for the crowd that gathers in grief. I live for the few who actually believe, the ones who check in when the lights go dim, who see the cracks but still stay in. And if I fall, I'll fall fighting, or laid out waiting for fake love writing some pretty goodbye they never met before. I'll kick down every locked door. The harsh reality cuts like a blade, but it taught me this: not everyone's made to clap for your climb or stand in your pain. Some only show up when there's nothing to gain. There'll be more people at your funeral that never showed up to your birthday, but that don't define the fire that burned through your worst days. You're more than the silence, more than the hurt they ignored, more than the crowd that gathers when you're lower to the floor. Yeah, remember that?
When it feels like nobody cares, you don't need 1,000 faces if your soul's still there.
Yeah, it's fucked up but it's real.
The World's loud when you're gone and quiet when you're healing.
So don't wait for applause, don't live for the crowd. Live so loud
that even if they only show up the end,
you know you stood tall.